select the WTIM Brandon Bible Country Financial Tornado Player of the Game from that particular game. The player will be spotlighted for their great play in the game and also be given a certificate honoring their accomplishment. My wife Sam and I are proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Tornado Player of the Game this school year.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into the WTIM Information Station. My name is Tim Zalabak. Time now for the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our stream sponsors. We've got Landmark of Taylorville and People's Bank and Trust. If you want to tune in, we're live on Facebook and YouTube Live. I got Denise Evans, of course, Safe Passage Coordinator, in with us today, and a graduate of the Safe Passage program, Mike Hayes. How are you two today?
Good.
So good to have you in both today. And Denise, of course, we know Denise. She comes in and we talk about Safe Passages and all the great things they do for the community. This is my first time meeting a graduate. It's Mike Hayes. Mike, really good to have you in here with us. How have you been lately?
Good. Really good.
Really good to hear that. And you just reached 11 months the past couple of days. Was it yesterday? Tell me about that.
Yesterday, yes.
Yesterday. Amazing. Well, we congratulate you here. And talk to me a little bit about your journey. I want to hear as much as you would be okay with giving away, but I would love to hear your participation with Safe Passage, Denise Evans, and what brought you to do it.
Denise came up to me and asked me if if she knew that I had had a past drug problem, and asked that if I needed help, that I could contact her. And I think this last time that I'd went, it was around September, and I had racked up a few charges for possession, and I knew that I needed help, but I felt hopeless at the time. And with everything just down the hole, I mean, I was had nowhere to turn, so I wound up in jail, waiting 4 charges, and I went to treatment in Gateway in Springfield, and not really sure what I wanted to do afterwards. But I tried to get into a halfway house up there in Springfield, but I knew a guy, a friend of mine named Dennis. He got me into this place called the Sharp House. And I mean, I've had a couple obstacles since I've been clean, but it was no reason to go back out and use, It's taught me how to deal with life, without giving up. That's the main thing, is you never want to give up.
Absolutely. I mean, what an amazing journey you've gone through. And I mean, I'm sure you think about Safe Passage and Denise Evans, and you mentioned it might have been you had nowhere left to go. That's what Denise talks about all the time.
Hitting rock bottom.
Rock bottom,
yeah.
They call it. I mean, just nowhere else to turn. What did you feel like you were in safe hands with Safe Passage? Did you feel like you found that oasis?
Once I got up to Gateway, yes.
Okay. And Safe Passage helped you through finding those halfway houses?
Yeah. She had a part in getting me there. I got there November 6th of last year, and I got on drug court around Christmas. And yeah, it's kept me clean. Everything combined. I work at Angelo's, and I'm doing good there. So
amazing.
Hoping to move up soon. So
yes, sir. That's really
just
awesome.
bought a 2-bedroom trailer.
Yeah.
And
you just moved in there last week or so, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you. I mean, could you see yourself buying a 2-bedroom trailer for yourself about a year ago?
Not at all. Not at all.
Or even when I met you, when was that? Maybe 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
No way.
No.
As you mentioned, now when there are obstacles that face you, you have different mechanisms to help out with that. You don't want to go back.
Right.
What are some of those things that Safe Passage has taught you and that you've learned throughout the way? Well,
it's taught me to don't be afraid to reach out to ask for help. Tell on the situation, tell what's going on in your life. so that you can get advice from people. You know,
Don't keep it all.
don't bottle
inside
it
you.
up.
Yeah.
You know, because recovering addicts tend to be our worst. We tend to be our worst critics. You know, so.
I can totally see that there. And Denise, how does it feel to have helped Mike here? It's one of very many that you've done, but
Right.
so good to hear him talk, and he's making his way out back in the society.
Totally. I don't know. Totally complete change in everything, every way. His actions, his looks, his behavior, everything is completely, totally the opposite of the way he was living and the way he was when I first met him.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, I mean, you agree with that, I'm sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Denise, it's your job to not to make sure they don't go back, but to give them the resources to see that they
Right.
have other options, right?
Yeah. When he went to, where did you go, Family Guidance?
No,
I
think Charleston, our house.
Oh, you went to Charleston, our house.
Yeah.
But anyway, he came back and, he got a job right when you came back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like he said, he got affiliated with Dennis Mesker with the Sharp House and got right in there and lived there for a while. And so he started right from the beginning as soon as he got out of rehab and started in with the meetings and everything like that. So,
Sure.
He's done great. Where, it just depends. Some people it takes 10 times more, but I do have to say when he got out, he was ready to go into sober living. He was ready to get a job and start from day one.
Unbelievable.
And he's done ever since.
It's really great. Once again, congratulations to you, Mike. That's really awesome. You got employment. Did you help out with that a little bit, Denise? I know that's part of your service.
He had a part.
Yeah, his first job, he had a job at first, and now he's moved on to Angelo's. So he got that, himself. So
very cool. Might be moving up over there at Angelo's.
Yeah, hopefully.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then buying his own house, that was really, something.
I mean, that's
So,
a huge step towards your independence and just living up the rest of your life the way you want to. What did that mean to you to secure your own home?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you didn't ever think you
raises
would.
confidence. And
Right.
Yeah. There's only more blessings to come.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. I'm sure when you come from a place of truly rock bottom and you do these things and they're huge accomplishments. They boost your confidence. They show you that, I'm capable of these things.
Right.
Of
To
course,
where,
you are.
a few years ago, you didn't ever think that you would even.
Never would have thought.
No.
It's crazy where that mindset has you at the time and just your change of circumstances can completely change a way your mind works. I'm sure you see that all the time, Denise. I mean,
Right.
These people have futures.
Right. They do. That's why, some of them, probably get tired of us pushing and, call them and say, how are you doing today? You need to, get in here and you need to, do whatever, go to meetings and everything like that. But, sometimes you can see that potential in someone.
Yeah.
And we did in him.
Yeah. You mentioned there's a lot of engagement from your part, which is part of the deal. You chuckled a little bit, Mike. I'm sure there was a lot of involvement there and maybe it got a little annoying sometimes, but you needed that. Denise,
Right.
know you needed that.
And then when he lived at the Sharp House, Dennis Mesker owns the Sharp House. He's also the pastor at the Davis Memorial Church. So he's helped him tremendously.
Amazing.
Going to meetings and counseling and different things.
You're still in touch with Mike. He's still a big part of your journey here.
Dennis?
Yeah. Oh,
Dennis.
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 Yes, I see him probably 2 or 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
What kind of things does he help you out with?
He told me that I could call him anytime, any given time, if I needed a ride to Walmart or if I, anything really.
One of those resources.
Anything. If I needed to talk, anything.
Yeah.
Go get something to eat.
It's important things like that.
Even,
you had someone.
Well, if we was to get around to it, I was wanting to take my son horseback riding, and I mentioned that to him. our times have to coincide. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
schedules.
another thing. His son, tell him about you're going to be getting him back too.
Well, that's
Maybe
still up in the
iffy,
air.
but
Uh,
there's a
I
possibility.
might be having full custody of my son, but that's still up in the air.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So-
And, things only moving forward for you, moving
Right.
up. So you're giving them good reason to do so. And hopefully, I mean, that seems like a great goal next to
Mhm.
reach. That's amazing. All right, guys, we're going to take our first short little
Okay.
break here. This has been great. I'm sitting down with Denise Evans, coordinator with Safe Passage, and Mike Hayes. We're meeting him for the first time, a graduate of the Safe Passage program, turned his life around completely. Now he's here with us speaking about his journey. We'll be right back here on the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn slightly lower, beans higher, wheat trading double-digit lower. September corn down 483 3/4. December corn down 1 3/4, 497. March corn 510.5 down 1 3/4. August beans 1436 up 6. September beans up 5.5, 1359. November new crop up 3.5, 1309.5. September wheat 639.5 down 16 3/4. December wheat down 15 3/4, 665 3/4. August bean meal 436 even up 280. August bean oil up 25 cents, 66.83. Livestock market August feeders 247.32 up $1.32. August live cattle up 70 cents, 180.40. August lean hogs 101.52 down 57 cents. Energy market September crude oil up $1.07, 83.99. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Miller Media Group Advertising gets results for Janet Wolf, administrator at Taylorville Care Center.
Well, it's worked in several ways. First way is we've tried to do a great recruiting campaign, and we found that the demographics on a couple of the stations fit that market that we're after. And then with the introduction of the chill, we feel like that specifically hits the senior market that we're trying to reach. And we've really seen an uptick in some of the phone calls and tours since using the station. We have had an increase in candidates applying on Indeed, helping direct people there, and we couldn't be happier with the results that we're getting. I'm very impressed with the level of customer service that we get, so that I have an opportunity to keep my ads fresh.
Radio gets results. Radio gets results.
Parents, your Christian County Health Department at 902 West Springfield Road in Taylorville can help get your kids ready to start the new school year by offering immunizations at little or no cost. If your children are entering kindergarten, 6th, 11th, or 12th grade, CCHD provides free or low-cost immunizations. Stop by the health department to get the details. It's just another way the Christian County Health Department serves our community by preventing the spread of disease, as well as protecting, assuring, and improving the public's health.
Hi, this is Andrea Bach from the Christian County YMCA, where it's all about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Find out about our great programs and activities at your local YMCA by clicking our icon on the obituary page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Summer means it's time to be active. Taylorville Care Center can help you be active this summer with their great therapy program that includes medical care and private rooms. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Information Station. My name is Tim Zalabak. Time now for the WTIM Morning Show. To continue it, actually, this is the Landmark. Thank you so much to the live stream sponsors, Landmark of Taylorville and People's Bank and Trust. Got Denise Evans in the studio with us. She's Safe Passage Coordinator and a graduate of the Safe Passage program, Mike Hayes. We've been learning about Mr. Hayes' journey to sobriety. He's reached 11 months. It's been amazing. And we were talking during the break because Safe Passage has some cool little mottos to follow over there. Tell me about the one, people, places, and things. Tell me what that meant to you and when you learned that.
People, places, and things. You have to change, all that. And, that means staying away from old people that you used with or places that you used at and finding new things to do,
Yeah, I'm sure those are extremely slippery slopes. As soon as you hang out with that person, that might have been a friend, but
Yeah.
they only were a bad influence, right?
Yeah.
And those places that might have felt good to be at, but only brought upon bad habits. So
Yeah.
was it hard to at first get away from those people, places, and things?
Well, not as hard as what I thought it was. I mean, once I entered the drug court program and knew that I was all in, that I couldn't be around them people anymore. And I got around sober people and got around them people more. It, the new habits became part of my character, so to speak.
It's amazing. That's really awesome. That's exactly what you want over there,
Mhm.
Denise. And new habits, because habits can be great. And there's one more there, because the only thing you have to change is
Everything.
and that's it.
That's
right there.
right.
We're talking about it, and nothing changes if nothing changes. And you does that feel overwhelming when you hear that at first? You said it was easier, but nothing really compared to what you were coming from, maybe.
Nothing comes easy. You have to work for it. I mean, whether it's through therapy or, anything. I mean,
Yeah.
you just
It takes effort. I'm sure.
takes patience, effort.
And a lot of strength to do so, because I'm sure it's a little scary at first to leave a lifestyle that was once comfortable.
Yeah.
And
I remember leaving the doors at Gateway, and your mind goes through this crossroads of decision making. Am I going to go check and see how my old friend is doing, or am I going to look up online and see where the next meeting is at? It's simple stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, but you
It's
said
critical.
different roads you can take, and choosing which road is going to determine your future from that moment. So
Right.
you made the right choice, and that's really amazing. Denise, we've been talking to Mike this whole time, and I'm sure you're just so proud of all the work you've done here, and seeing them graduate and move on with their lives. It's been so amazing. You and Chief Wheeler actually just went over to Springfield to visit the probation department, maybe
Right.
expanding safe passage. What's going on there?
We had a meeting with the Sangamon County Probation Board, and we're kind of going to start working together when they have maybe a client that really needs rehab, or maybe they don't know exactly where to send them for dual. They're going to call me, and we're going to work with that person and get them into rehab. And I had my first one a couple weeks ago. She was in Sangamon County, so she's now in rehab and doing great, and already calling me wanting to some information about sober living places. So she's doing really good.
You're gonna need some more staff members over there, because
Oh,
you guys are
I don't know.
expanding. You're doing it, though. I mean,
Oh, we're doing it. Yeah.
you guys are doing it. Your whole goal here. You've talked to me from the beginning about this. My short time here, you've been here for a long time, but there needs to be a safe passage all over the country.
Oh, there is. Yes.
And it's you're doing it here, moving down to Sangamon County, and that is really important.
Yeah.
And Mike, what would you say to someone that is a little nervous about maybe starting this journey, or even thinking about getting on the path of sobriety after you've seen all this? What would you say to those people?
If you feel like you've had enough, then don't be afraid to take the chance to do something good with your life.
That's great advice. That's absolutely great advice. I mean,
what do you got to lose?
Exactly. Because at the time, really, I mean, you really have nothing to lose, and it's probably hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel from there. It's probably very dim, but as you get closer, I'm sure it just becomes so much more reachable. And once again, we congratulate you, Mike, and that's really awesome that you're here where you are. And you ever look to maybe mentor someone in the future, or talk to a person that maybe Denise would have you talk to?
Possibly. I mean, it's possible.
I feel like a lot of people could learn from your journey and see that it's totally possible. And there's just so many candidates you could pick from.
Oh, right.
This. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Guys, we got about a minute left here. Denise, any last words about safe passage that you want to get out
yes, like Mike said, if anyone is out there looking, you're at your last straw, you're hit, like we say, rock bottom, and you don't know where to go, just give us a call. Either call Taylorville Police Department. my number there is 217-777-0080. Or you can, like I said, call the dispatch at Taylorville Police Department and ask for safe passage. And that's, pretty much 7 days a week they can call.
Perfect. Mike, Denise, thank you guys so much for being here with me today.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Absolutely. That's Denise Evans, coordinator with Safe Passage, and Mike Hayes. He's a graduate of the Safe Passage program. What a great conversation we had today. You've been listening to the WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Almost 2 weeks after their abduction in Haiti, a Christian aid group says a nurse and her daughter have been set free. New Hampshire native Alex Dorsonville and her young daughter were kidnapped in the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince. Former President Trump insisting he will continue speaking out on the charges brought against him by his political foes. There's a court hearing Friday on special counsel Jack Smith's attempt to silence Mr. Trump. He is leading in the polls. The former president says it's his surging poll number